Yeah, we back. Welcome, folks. We live 1690 a.m. Back in the house at the new location, new spot. Um, Folks, I've been saying this for a minute. Get ready. The only way we can be able to control the message that's been delivered in our community, we have to control the media. We have to control radio, TV, whatever means necessary to be able to um, really tell our story. We get frustrated every day when we see 42/7 always talking negative when it comes to black folks. But at the end of the day, they're not supposed to talk positive about us. The only way it can be able to happen that way, man, we got to own our own stuff. Now that's the mindset I'm in. We have to own. We have to own stuff. We consume too much stuff in this country, and we wonder why we at the last of the totem pole. The fact of the matter is, man, my trip to Louisville, it really got me refreshed and got me more energized than ever. That the only way that we can be able to achieve is not working for someone else, but to own our own stuff. We got to own the TV stations. We got to own the radio. We got to own the newspapers. We got to own a business within our community. The fact of the matter is, most people are borrowing or renting and not owning anything. And that's why I'm kind of confused when you have all these gangs saying they're on a piece of street, when the fact of the matter don't. I'm happy to be back. I'm more determined than ever to make sure that I leave a legacy to my kids. And the legacy is that the only way we can truly achieve freedom is to truly work for yourself. And one of the things we also have to do as black folks, we're going to have to chin check ourselves because we complain about the problem, but yet we don't support our businesses within our community. I mean, money flips over in our community once, maybe twice. I mean, that could never be. In other communities, it turns over at least 7 or 8 times. And I'm kind of happy because I see my boy in the house, Mr. TA, who understands this concept. He's doing great things in and out car wash. So I'm gonna give him a big plug. He understands that we have to create our own way, and we have to create our own businesses. So if you get the opportunity, go check out In and Out off here off of 60th, basically off of 60th and Sorensen. And I forgot about that. How can I forget about that? He sold me 3 cars, so he definitely have detailing, car wash, and auto sales. So here's an opportunity for you to not only support Tim, but also go check out Big Mama's Kitchen and Catering, doing some phenomenal things. Just opened up a sandwich shop off of 2416 Lake Street. That's what it's about. It's about us owning stuff, us being able to hire our own. We're the only race of people that seem like haven't got it. You go over to South Omaha, and trust and believe, man, Latinos are running stuff over there. They do business with each other. Even Somalians come here, man, and realize, man, guess what, man, we got to support each other. So that's what they do. So folks, man, I guess tonight's show is gonna be about really owning stuff, man, and really focus on black men, cause that's another problem, and I'm gonna talk about that when I get some guests to call in, because the fact of the matter is, whether we like it or not, the black male is a missing component. I know when I don't talk about my dad, I talk about my moms, and most men do. But the fact of the matter is, a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. That's the role of a man. And the fact of the matter is, men have dropped the ball. And I think that's why we're in the position that we is. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some of these phones will be ringing out to, I can't believe that. I don't need no man. Whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't write the Bible. The problem is black men are missing in the mix. And I think as soon as black men take their rightful place back, I think everything else will kill itself out. So a big plug for the Black Male Achievement Campaign out of New York. A white man, ain't that kind of funny? A white man went to another white man and put together $120 million and said, we need to deal with black male achievement, the George Soros Foundation. And right now they're on the cutting edge because they understand that In order for this country to really turn around, we're going to have to deal with the situation of our black men. And now, since women are going into the prison uh, faster than black men, that's going to be a dilemma. But we're going to digress and leave that alone right now. And we're going to deal with the component of black male achievement and how important that is, but more importantly, how important a mentoring component is to that. So if you don't know your father, or you know of a household where a man is not there, we should be filling in the gap. I know you understand what I'm talking about, because it's talking about the village concept. It's nothing new. And it's always funny, man, how things always goes around in circles, more like the circle of life. It's simple, but we make things difficult. But anyway, I want to talk about, the trip down to Louisville and the refreshing thing to see so many black people from around the country working in the area of black male achievement, where the focus is stopping this cycle of recidivism and really trying to change the direction of so many of our kids. After the aftermath of what I think is probably one of the biggest injustices in the last 50 years, with Trayvon Martin, it seemed like it has started a movement for us to realize that the only way we're going to be able to do this, we have to do this together. And also, we got to be bold, because the fact of the matter is we got too many scary I almost said that word. We got too many scary folks who really don't have a backbone and so wrapped up in keeping up with the Joneses that they're pimping their own communities. And now that Trayvon Martin's situation happened, it seemed like we're starting to look at each other differently, man, and realize, man, that we really truly have power. We shouldn't be at the bottom of the totem pole, because at the end of the day, we really are God's chosen people, but we don't know that because we're not conscious, and that's another story for another day anyway. But again, being at the Muhammad Ali Center, and being in the atmosphere where the greatest boxer of all time, I don't care what class you're talking about, and the mindset that he had is what we as a people need to get back to. We need to believe that we can achieve. It's almost like, man, we're living in this hopeless days that we don't believe we can accomplish anything. But I think that's starting to change, and I think we are starting to break away from Willie Lynch syndrome. And I know some folks may not understand what Willie Lynch is all about, but if you haven't read the Willie Lynch letter, please read it, because it really takes us back to what we're dealing with today. And that is such a disunity between us. And what has to change is we have to realize that our strength, it's not against each other. It's with us having some type of understanding that we must do this together. We're not going to always like each other. Oh, well, white folks don't like each other at all sometimes. But when you get in the room and you talking about money, you talking about their kids and houses and things of that nature, trust and believe they come out of in unity. And that's what has to happen with us. We got to learn to agree to disagree. My boy Ronnie Muhammad always saying this. Oh, my God. You kind of make me mad when you talk about that. How you got to put people on your footstool, and how you got to really learn to forgive. And you don't really have to like someone to be able to work. You have to really look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, how do we move this community forward to get past all the stuff that we're going through right now? And the fact of the matter is, that's what it's going to take for us to put our differences aside, if you will, and come together. But I'm excited because, first of all, I'm in what I'm talking about. And William King Jr., visionary, 1690 AM, my boy Carl Bray, CB4 production. We're actually in a building where, first of all, black folks are supposed to be. But guess what? We're here anyway, so it's all good. We're in a building where the possibilities are endless. Where we are understanding, man, that we have to bring together nonprofits, for-profits, and also to be able to control the message. And with William King, folks, let me see, but I think like October, it's going to go to a whole different level, because we'll be able to do everything that Channel 22 and other people will be able to do, but we'll be able to do it right here at the spot. We'll be able to go global. We're not talking about just local. You'll be able to go to Canada and download it on the phone. You'll be able to go to Africa and hear us. And we're gonna have our own news programs. We're gonna have marketing. We're gonna have artists. We're gonna be telling our own story on our own stuff. Man, that's a powerful thing to be able to control that, and that's happening. And also, we're gonna be looking at training, job training. One of the biggest dilemma is a lot of our brothers and sisters get out of the penal system, and then we expect to be able to get housing, pay child support, restitution, go to IPO, all these type of things, and supposed to do that on what? And that's why you got grown folks working at McDonald's. Come on, man, that's not a way for a man to be. And you wonder why the recidivism keep taking place over and over and over again. It's about living wage to be able to put some money in your pocket, man, and be able to take care of you and yours. And that's what this thing is all about. And the only way we're going to be able to do that, we got to control and produce our own, can I say SHI? No, I don't think I can say that. But keeping it real, it's about us producing, manufacturing, and thinking outside the box. And stop putting all our efforts in trying to convince people who have no intention and do not care anything about all the personal and bad numbers that we're talking about. We got to get past that. I mean, the statistics are good. Don't get me wrong. We don't like to have that data. But at the end of the day, they don't care about that. What they care about is two things. Either money or violence. And if you ain't trying to come with the violence piece, you're going to have to deal with the money piece. So until we understand that money is truly power, and that the only way we'll be able to get that, we got to put our differences aside, and we got to support each other. So the show tonight is what's going to happen after the aftermath of Trayvon Martin. We're going to have some folks calling in from New Orleans, Louisiana, my boy Ron, and then we're going to have some folks calling in for Chi-Town. Miss FM Supreme, one of the hottest rapper, poets up there in Chi-Town. So she'll call in and talk about what she took away from the Rumble Young Man Rumble. And if you haven't been in Louisville, you must check it out. You must go to the Muhammad Ali Center, because once you go there, man, you'll realize, man, that we are invincible. But the only way we can be able to achieve that, man, we have to do this thing together. So again, there my boy is. Yes, sir. How you doing? Hey, Ron, you on there? Ron, you on there?
Hello?
Yeah, what up, Ron?
What's up?
Not much. What's the Dirty South up with?
Oh, man. I'm doing good, man.
You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good. So, is it hot down there, man?
Oh, man, it's ridiculous down here, man.
Okay.
Hot.
Yeah, the Dirty South, people just don't know. I mean, not only is it hot, the humidity is like stupid through the roof.
Yeah, man. It's through the roof, man. It's hot as shit down here, man.
Yeah, but look, man. First of all, man, thank you so much for calling into the show. And
thanks for having me, man.
Oh, no problem, man. I don't know, man. We just clicked, man. And before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself, where you from, and what city you represent, big boy?
All right. My name is Ron again. Yeah, I'm 20 years old. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm repping the Ninth Ward, holding it down for my people in the Nine.
You're in the Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
Wow. We talked a little bit about that when we was in Louisville. How did the Ninth Ward look? Has anything changed? Still the same? What?
It's bad down here, man. Like, if I was financially stable, man, I'd fix this whole thing out myself. And
be sure to register your copy of Sam at
www.spatialaudio.com. We met in Louisville, and you came down with you came down with a group. What's the name of the group that you're involved with?
It's Youth Empowerment Program.
Youth Empowerment Program. And how long you been in the program?
Since February. August, I should be done with it.
Be done with it. So, you was down there, man, and I'm telling you, you was very talkative in the first place, and I like that.
Oh yeah.
and you one of the few folks that was down there that was a little edgy. I think a lot of people was taken back just a little bit, but I thought it was pretty fresh. Um, what did you take away from that whole experience down in Louisville?
Oh man, in Louisville, man, I took some mentors and stuff from the mentors, what the mentors were telling me, and I put it back to New Orleans. I was telling my family and my friends, man, that this would be a great experience for young black men to go to.
Absolutely. Now we also had some sidebar conversation, and you was talking about how much of a role model your little brother is to you, and it was kind of ironic because
Oh yeah, man.
so talk a little bit about that and why you're trying to change that tide, if you will.
Oh, all right. My little brother is 19. Well, actually 18. He'll be 19 in October, and he finished high school, man. And he the one that made me change my life around because I used to sit back and I used to examine my brother, but at the same time my little brother would examine me. And I told my brother, I said, look, don't follow in my footsteps. Follow your own path to lead you in the right way that you should go. So basically, I've been looking up to him.
Oh wow, that was pretty powerful. And also, you're more of a man than a lot of people may think or perceive because you're working every day and you're trying to do better. First of all, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to aspire to do?
Wait, you say that again?
What are you trying to? What do you want to be?
I want to be a mechanic engineer.
Mechanic engineer.
Yes.
And folks, that's one of the things that I'm working on him with. Um, and we're trying to find out is there any labor unions in that vicinity which has that particular field. Um, Also, one of the things we're looking at is a lot of our young folks can't afford um, the dues, so we're working to maybe try to alleviate that as well. But
Yeah.
so if you are in that vicinity, and what vicinity do you live in now?
Uh, I live in the Ninth Ward, but I go to school on Canal and Broad.
hmm hmm and that's in New Orleans. So if you live anywhere in that vicinity, please give me a call at 402-707-3115. Also, we're working with the local unions here to assist this young man. Now, I didn't ask you this earlier. Now, if for some reason there's not a mechanical engineer place in your city, and you would have to be, have to move, and we will be able to get you maybe, a place to stay and things of that nature. Would that be something your family would want, or that would be something that you would be open to?
Yeah, my family want to see me succeed. So anything that would help me in a major way, I am up for it.
Okay. Because like I said, I mean, there was just something about you that resonated with me, and I think you keep it real, and
Oh yeah.
and I like that, and you seem like you was like a sponge that's soaking up everything that was going around, and also
Yeah.
yeah yeah. So like I said, man, I done made a commitment and to you then and now that whatever I can do, whatever Black Men United can do to assist you, we're gonna make that happen, one way, shape, or form. And
Yeah.
folks, this young man has a bright future, but he needs a hand up, not a hand out, but just a hand up. And whatever you would like to do to assist this young man, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Matter of fact, why don't you give your phone number out to folks who may want to be listening to this program and may want to reach
Oh,
and may want to reach out to you directly.
Okay, that's cool. My number is 504-610-9621.
One more time.
504-610-9621.
Great. Now that you realize that you have a responsibility, because now you are a leader. You really are.
Yes, sir.
Because now you can't change what you have learned. You see that you got a way out of this.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? And you have a responsibility to be able to do what you need to do to be on your part. And I got a part. And the campaign got a part. Your other mentor got a part. We all got a part in this. So you have a responsibility to do your part. And we all do our part. You will be successful. I see it in you. I see it in the way you look. I see it in the way you carry yourself. You want better. I see it in the way you talk. I can tell bull a mile away, and I can tell real too. And I believe that you're real and you're sincere about wanting to bring about change. So I told you, I gave you my number. I don't care what time of the night, how many times you want to use that number. Use it because we got to make sure we stay in touch and we make sure that you be maybe owning a station, or you be being a mechanical engineer and hiring your own. You got a bright
Yes.
future. Stay focused. So last thing, what would you say to the audience, these young folks who have had a difficult life, who want to give up, What do you say to them?
I tell them simply as I tell them myself. Stay in school. If you're in school, stay in school. If you're not in school, get back into school. Your education is key in life. Like, I'm gonna tell you this story that my mentor told me. It was the story about this uprising football star who met a guru who said, "I want to be just like you." And the guru told the football player, "If you want to be just like me, meet me at the beach at 5 a.m. sharp." So the football star came in a tuxedo. The guru came in some workout clothes. So the guru stepped out into the water, and he would tell the football star, "If you want to be like me, come out into the water." So the football star was thinking, "I just came here to see how you been successful. I didn't come out here to step in water or anything." So the football star took it upon himself, and he stepped out into the water to where his ankles was. The guru said, "Nah, you're not in close deep enough." He said, "Come in." So he came up to where his knees was. He said, "Nah, you still ain't in deep enough. Come in." So he came up to where his waist at. He said, "Nah, you still ain't in deep enough. Come in." He came up to where his neck was. He said, "You still ain't deep enough." He came into where the water was just above his lip, his upper lip. And the guru took him and dropped him under the water and held him under there until he was about to pass out. And the guru pulled him up, and he said, "While you was under that water, what did you want to do?" And the football star said, "I wanted to breathe." And the guru said, "If you wanted to breathe as much as you want to succeed in life, nothing will ever stop you from reaching your goals in life." And after I heard that story, I stuck with it and ran with it. And I have been doing absolutely great.
Man, I heard the story, and it stayed with me as well. And that's out of the mouth of a young man, folks. That's a powerful thing, and that's how bad you gotta want it.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's how bad you gotta want it. So, hey, Ron, I want to thank you so much for calling in on the show, and I will be in touch with you real soon, bruh. I'm proud of you. And you articulate that very well. So,
Thank you, man.
all right, though. Thank you. That was Ron from Louisiana, New Orleans, 9th Ward. Brother, you have a nice night, and I love you, and hope to see you real soon, my guy.
Thank you for having me. Love you, too.
All right, my dude.
All right.
That's real talk. Again, this young man, I'm telling you, some people you click with, You know what I'm saying? I see me right off the bat. Some team it take time. Um, this brother, I just clicked with. I just saw everything in him that I saw in myself, and I was making mistakes like through the roof. I mean, I got 6 brothers, and it should have been 6 out of 6 that actually went to the penitentiary, but it's 5 out of 6. And I still got my next to my baby brother, who's doing 17 years. Um, so I know the trap that's been set uh, personally um, when regards to black men, and that's why I do what I do, because as a black man, I have no other choice. I know the impact that I had on my children's life. I know the reason why I was in the home, the reason why I played an active role in their life. They never got arrested. They never got involved with gangs. They never got expelled. None of that. Because as a man, I made a commitment that no matter what, I wasn't going to allow them to be a statistic. And I knew in order for me to do that, I had to be free. Because you can't do nothing for your kids behind bars. But the fact of the matter is, too many of us learn the hard way. And we don't realize that by us actually going in, by us just going in, our kid is 80% likely to go in just because we went in. So not only are we dooming ourselves, we're dooming our seed. And that's why this madness has to change. A lot of people get mad at me. Oh, well. The fact of the matter is, a man, a real man, is the key. Because if the real man do what he needs to do, his wife going to be contented, his children going to be contented, the community going to be contented, and he going to be contented. If he do what he needs to do. All the confusion comes when we don't do what we supposed to do. We out there in them streets, when we get locked up, when we doing all those other things when we know we're not supposed to do. We got to come back, and we got to be the ones. The cavalry's not coming, the governor's not coming, the president's not coming. None of those folks are coming to save us. None. We're gonna have to save ourselves. And the only way we're gonna be able to save ourselves, folks, is for black men to understand, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter what you have to swallow, we gotta find a way to agree to disagree. We gotta find a way to love each other in spite of you cheating me. In spite of, I don't like you. In spite of. And I'm telling you, it's a lesson I'm learning every day. Because you know me in my life, man, I wasn't trying to hear that. You wouldn't do that to me 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But now I'm getting to the point, man, where if it ain't affecting my pocketbook, and even if it is, if it ain't affecting my life, I need to let that roll off my back. Because there's important work to do. But we so caught up. And like I said, I raised my hand. We so caught up in the feelings that we allow bad things to happen to our community. Bad things to happen to our kids. Like I said, it's a lesson that I'm learning on a daily basis. Because sometimes I don't want to hear it. But this is all about timing. These times are the times where miraculous things can happen. This time is the time they're going to set the stage for 30, 40, 50 years. I believe that black men can rise to the challenge. I believe. But it's going to start with us looking at ourselves in the mirror. It'll start with us making a real commitment to say, hey, look, I'm going to love my brother in spite of, and I am my brother's keeper. And you're going to have to find some way, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, Mormon, Catholic, find something stronger than your flesh to be able to do that. And I'm not going to preach to you because I ain't really about the preaching aspect, but I know for me, and in this walk, for me, it's my spiritual walk that's able for me to be able to learn that I have to change. I have to grow, and more importantly, I have to forgive. Redemption is a powerful thing. If you don't get it, you never get it. Anyway, boy, I went on rambling that time, but I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I went to Louisville. I came back. I learned some great lessons as I came back, and I'm understanding the importance of the work, this ministry, if you will, when us saving and impacting lives, that we have the opportunity on where we at to not talk about it, but actually bring about impacting lives. I think that's why I'm in this thing, because I wouldn't go the other route to sell my community out. But folks, fathers are the key to this mix. And with that, Million Father March, excited, August 14th, 2013, over 600 cities, 1 million men strong, will be going across the country and really showing the power of why black men are so important in their children's lives. So if you are an organization, if you are a pastor, you are a church, if you are a grandfather, if you are an uncle, and you want to participate in a particular Million Father March locally, or if your city want to participate, you can contact the Black Star Project, or locally you can contact Black Men United. Our first day of school is August 14th, 2013. Johnny Rogers has agreed to be the MC. The mayor will be issuing a proclamation, as well as the governor. Excited about this. This is our third year, because they understand that education is the equalizer, whether they come in technical or whether they come in college. But it's the only thing that can equalize the playing field when it comes to you seriously thinking about changing your life and being able to take care of your family. So again, we're excited about the Million Father March and partnering with the Black Star Project and the mayor of Omaha, Mr. Cameron Gales, will be sitting in that particular capacity. We definitely will have the superintendent also to come out on the first day of school, and we want to have it as many schools involved with this as possible. We know women, they've been doing it for years, but for the last 6 years, our focus is to try to get as many men. And this is only a hook, 'cause we don't want you to think that for a minute that you can be a good father by only dropping your kid off once a year. We're hoping that you do that on the first day, but more importantly, we're hoping that you'll start to build a relationship and going into the schools and letting these teachers see that we have black men and women who care about their kids and are going to ensure that they get treated properly. I mean, you can look at the news and you can see all the things that are taking place. If it happened to us, of course it's going to happen to our kids. So we need to make sure that we're in the schools and let these teachers know that we are concerned parents and we want to play an active role in our child's education. Research shows that children whose fathers take an active role in their educational lives earn better grades, get better test scores, enjoy school more, and are more likely to graduate from high school and attend college. Children have fewer behavioral problems when fathers speak and listen to their children regularly and are active in their lives. A good father is a part of a good parent team and is critical to a strong family structure. A strong family structure produces children who are more centered, academically proficient, and socially developed, and who are valuable community assets. Better parents produce better students, better schools, better communities. Although this event is sponsored by black men, women, and men of all ethnicities and faith backgrounds are encouraged to take children to school on the first day of school. 800 cities. We're looking at more about 600 cities, and almost a million men are expected to participate in the Million Father March. The White House has officially joined on, and that was big because for the last 5 years that couldn't take place. But the White House has basically joined on this particular project, and we're excited again, our 6th year, and participating in the Million Father March. So if you are a church, please go out, fill out the packet. You can go to our website at www.blackmenunited.com. Fill out the packet, send it to us. We will fax it in. And quiet as kept, Omaha is the number one when it comes to actually putting this event on. So, also, guess what? 1690, almost forgot. 1690 will be showcasing that event that day. We will be having folks from around the country, at least 12 cities calling in. And more importantly, we will have locally, we want to have folks calling in and say, hey, look, what do you think about this? How can we make this even more successful next year? And one of the things that we want to also do is actually give certificates to our fathers. We did that last year. I swear to God, I thought I gave these people like $1 million. No, I ain't trying to say $1 million and stop that lie. I say about $10. But anyway, but they was really ecstatic about that because most of the time you never hear the positivity when it comes to black men. Now, mama is a whole different, Medea, whatever you want to call her. Now, all the time, man, you know, they take care of business, and rightfully so. I love my mom, so I have no problem with that. But the fact of the matter is there's some good men out there doing good things, and those men sometimes are flipped under the rug. That's why it's so important. So big up to 1690 AM. More details to follow. Celebrity basketball game. Should we promote that? Well, anyway, I'm learning. So I'm trying to bypass that. But I guess, what is that? August? Yeah, can I have the card, please? So, thank you so much. Oh, that's gonna give me both folks. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's where we do it here at 1690. Look, folks, you think I'm lying, but oh well. 1690 is going to change the way people here locally, how they view TV. Now, you already know what happened. Channel 22, like, he got like a little light left. And that light getting ready to get snuffed out. Because at the end of the day, we talk about changing. I talked about that earlier. Everything is moving towards the internet, folks. Everything is leaning toward being convenient. So if I ain't got to stay stuck by my TV, and I can hear everything I want to do, guess what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that on my iPad. I'm gonna do that on my phone. I'm gonna do that on the internet. And guess what? Get ready to happen. That's why this thing is so beautiful. That's why so many people are making money. Because the internet, just like education is an equalizer, the internet is an equalizer. They got people, man, who used to go to big companies to have they record produced or sold. Now they say, you know what? I sell my own stuff. I got the internet. I put it in some PayPals. I go to these other websites. Man, I don't need to be going to you people. Y'all take half the money. Folks, we got to realize, man, the only people happy about us going and that happening is the people we actually going to. Because they're taking most of the money, like the IRS. And what we got to do is we got to own our own stuff. I mean, the movie Baby Boy and my boy Mr. Gooden and Tyrese said, we're going to change the game. We're going to do commerce. We're going to be movers and shakers. He said, we're going to stop being consumers and be producers. And guess what, folks? We getting ready to be producers. But hey, y'all, All-Star, Omaha Celebrity Basketball Classic, Saturday, August 3rd. I heard William King playing in here, the greatest dunk of all time. I heard he's supposed to be playing in this, but Saturday, August 3rd, KD Arbor, Vivian Fox, Lisa Ray, special All these people confirm. Oh, they confirm. So, ooh, oh, Ticketmaster.com or charged by 1-800-745-3000. 712-323-0536. Folks, they got some folks. I don't see William King picture though. But you got Cedric Sabalas, Brian Angel, Claudia Jordan, oh my boy John Beasley. They got Johnny Rogers up here. Christian Keys. Can they play basketball? They're just gonna be there like so I bet somebody will get some Charlie horses. Somebody, you hear somebody just falling out. Yeah, but this ought to be interesting. And Omaha Day, folks, this is a good thing. Anyway, whether I like it or not, man, but this is a good thing. Like I said, keep the money flowing. CH Entertainment, Love Jazz Art Center, West Road. Man, you got West Road to put some money in this. Fans. Rent a Center, man, that's big. Exclusive. Oh wow, Crescent Collectibles, Pro Image. You know they did this thing up big, man. I ain't gonna hate. I'm gonna appreciate. Local celebrity players: Rodney Buford, Eric Strickland, L. Clark, Terrence Howard, Crawford, the boxer. Come on, man. Tim Clark a referee? No, you ain't going to be. Tim Clark going to be getting down here. All right, Patrick Taylor. Oh, Martise got skills, though. Ron Parker used to have a J back in the day. Petite. Oh, she in shape. At least she'll run all day. Oh, this ought to be interesting. DJ What It Do and more. DJ What It Do. He going to play too? Anyway, folks, celebrity tip-off time is 5:45. I better have some tickets in this, dog. I better have some tickets. $1 raffle gives you. So where's the raffles at? Are you gonna be giving away on the radio or what? Anybody got the raffles?
We're gonna be giving away some tickets. I think I gotta talk to Chanel.
Okay, one raffle gives you one chance to win $1,000. Oh, you can win some money. Oh, they hit this thing up nice. So you get dollar raffles give you a chance to win $1,000, a gift card, and 4 $250 gift cards courtesy of West Rose Mall. Oh, you don't get $1,000. It's $250 a whop. All right. They're calling me, man. Trying to get a three-point contest. You know something? I want to see the dunk contest, cause those youth, man, the high school, man, that was hard. So anyway, folks, come join the party. 1690 AM and the All-Star Basketball Classic. All right, folks. Next, the Hungry Club coming up first Wednesday of the month. I'm excited to bring my boy back, Mr. Dale Gimes. Doing the website. Dale Gimes probably one of and his head already swole anyway. But probably one of the most intelligent brothers I come across as far as talking about business and actually how to structure a business. He got the degrees to back it up. He works for the Federal Reserve Bank and over like 7-state area. And he will be coming in on at Big Mama's Hunger Club and be our keynote speaker to talk about that aspect of what we need to be doing. That is owning. If you don't own a small business now, if you don't own a business, nonprofit or otherwise, you need to own one. And it'd be cool if you put it in your house because you can write off so many different things. And he's going to be talking about that, how important for you to be able to start a business and how to go about doing that. There's some resources, I ain't going to say a lot, some resources out there specifically for women, specifically for ex-felons. So please utilize that service, if you will. So come out the first Wednesday of the month and hear a phenomenal speaker Mr. Dale Gimes from the Federal Reserve Bank. Um, I was supposed to have Mr. T.J. Crawford call in, but we're gonna have to postpone that for next week. T.J. Crawford used to be the co-chair of the National Hip Hop Convention. Back in 2006, at the height of the convention, they were responsible for um, getting over, I won't say the number, over a million new voters, and literally solidified Barack Obama as president of the United States. But for whatever reason, that organization dwindled, and now he's actually working with the National Cares Mentoring Movement. And I'm hearing that they're trying to reestablish the National Hip Hop Political Convention. I used to be on that board, the national board, and I couldn't understand why, with all that movement, how we could have allowed that to happen. And I think the reason for that was there was too many chiefs, not enough Indians, and too many people wanted to be in the key position, the spotlight, and we failed. I'll take ownership of that. But hopefully, with TJ taking on that role, and him being older now, um, that may can rejuvenate or restart um, the hip hop caucus or convention. Whether we like it or not, our kids are they have our kids' ear, good and bad. So we should utilize that opportunity with some positive folks and take advantage of that and use it as leverage to be able to move our agenda. With the national hip hop, a lot of folks thought they were radical because a lot of things they wanted to address, counter intelpro, political prisoners, police brutality. A lot of folks were uncomfortable with even talking about those type of things. But I really enjoyed it because those things at that time need to be talked about just like they need to be talked about now. And all movements, most movements start with the younger generation because most older folks are scared. You know, when you was young, man, you was fearless. It wasn't nothing you could put in front of you that said you couldn't do. And that's what I'm seeing, that more young folks are realizing, man, they're going to move some of these old people out the way to get some things. Some people tell me the only way you're going to bring about change, all old people got to die off. That's kind of bad. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of folks, some folks believe that concept. But there seem to be, not only locally but nationally, young folks are starting to realize they do have a voice, and they can bring about change, but they have to step to the plate and seize the moment. So to be able to bring that vehicle back, I think will be huge. And I'm kind of talking him into doing the convention here. I said, what better place to do it than to do it on the Malcolm X birth site? We brought these guys here before to actually do it on 12 acres and to bring folks from around the country. That'd be big. So we're going to hopefully keep our fingers tied and keep that little tidbit to a later date and hope that comes to fruition. Again, folks, you're listening to 1690 AM to 1. My name is Willie Hamilton, and this is Real Talk. Again, folks, we're excited about our new digs. Our partner, William King, and Mr. Carl Bray. Folks, hopefully in probably a month, we'll be able to do our grand opening and hopefully be that beacon to truly bring about change and not be just talking about it, but actually be about it and actually be able to give folks an avenue to be able to put resources in their pocket. Because right now, the reason people are not conscious
because they're worried about living day to day. They're worried about putting food on their table. They're worried about taking care of the baby. They're worried about house and all this other stuff. So they can't be wrapped up in all these things that we want them to be conscious about. We got to be feeders of men, literally. So I think we're up for that challenge here at Metro Media Productions, 1690 AM and 1, Black Men United, and a whole host of organizations who believe that we have to start thinking about economic development and how do we create that culture. Because even though I talk about education a lot, it doesn't mean anything if you go through college for 6 years, spend $120,000 and you can't get a job afterwards. That's why it should be a combination. It shouldn't be mutually exclusive that you go to school, but actually both. And then from that, hopefully, create a business so we can be able to pass on down to our kids. That's my whole focus, is to have a legacy to pass down to my kids. Not a song, not a letter, but actually have resources to be able to pass down so that we'll get in the habit of starting business. It'd be second nature. And I know it's going to take time, but we're hoping that this type of environment will foster that type of behavior. We believe it will. And we're looking forward to have a grand opening soon. Again, first Wednesday of the month, the Hungry Club. August 14th is the Million Father March. We're in the process of doing a regional conference around black male achievement. We're having a strategy session here in Omaha at the building. Matter of fact, August the 24th. We're actually bringing in my guy, King Downing, out of New York, who used to be the campaign director for the campaign against racial profiling. He actually was instrumental in putting in on the Jenna rally for the Jenna 6. That's why I met him after I met him at the hip hop convention. So this brother's been in this struggle for a while, and he's been working with Omaha for a while. And he's actually going to come in. We're going to have, like I say, strategic session with the Workers' Right Group out of Washington, D.C. And we're going to be working around two things. It's going to be almost like two tracks. One around the new bill, the racial profiling bill, LB 99. If you don't know, go do your research on that particular bill. Hard to believe or not, but this bill is probably one of the strongest racial profiling bill in the country. And I was very surprised by that. I almost, had some couple of heated discussions about it. But the Workers' Right Group, this is what they do around that particular piece. King Downing also says the same thing, that this is a pretty strong bill. But the work has just started. We got to make sure we monitor and make sure they keep the data that legally now this bill says you cannot discriminate. You have to keep the data. You have to analyze it. And more importantly, you be able to make a recommendation. But what I like about this thing, you can actually, if you be found of noncompliance, they can actually stop federal funding. That's big. To actually stop, you know how many federal dollars come here? So, but we got to be on our P's and Q's, and we got to make sure that we hold people to the fire. They actually have a racial profiling committee, and we need to monitor those folks. And we're putting together a subgroup because after the Workers' Right Group is gone, after King Downing is gone, and I'm pretty confident that Sean Dove from the Open Society Foundation will be here as well, Philip Jackson from the Black Star Project, and also Stephen Powell from Mentoring USA. Stephen won the President Award for mentoring, and this brother is just sharp with best practices, if you will. So again, there are going to be two tracks, one on for individuals who are in the system, if you will, and deal with the racial profiling, stop and frisk, police brutality aspect of it. But also we're going to look on the other side, the preventive side, which is, would you rather deal with a heart attack before you get it or after you get it? And most people would say before I get it. So that's what we want to look at. How do we ensure that our kids never get in the system? What do we have to do? And that may be starting our own schools, charter schools. Oh, I said it. It may be starting our own school. Look at all the different academies. And again, Brandon told me. I say that again. Brandon told me again. I thought we had to go through a whole lot of loops to actually start a school, but you don't. And you don't have to make it a charter school. The school down on 24th Street, the kids went to, Jesuit. We can actually start a boys' school just like that. Just that simple. With the uniforms and a whole ball of wax. And those are some of the things that we have to start looking at. We may have to separate our boys from our girls. Because as a man, it's hard for me to keep my focus when I see a pretty woman. So, you know, these kids out here, man, trying to focus and do work with all the girls in the classroom. And then you got to worry about how you dress. You got to make sure you fly. You can't come in there with no messed up shoes, no messed up shirt, with your tees and all that other stuff. We can nullify a lot of that stuff. But actually have uniforms. And actually have our boys at a boys' school. And research, yes, research shows boys, especially black boys, perform better with other black boys. And they mean we racist just because we want to have our kids go to all black school, all boys school. It's about we want the best for them and put them in the best environment to learn. And I'll talk a little bit about that. It was up in Louisville. It was a documentary done on called American Dream, and it follows two boys, and their mama and daddy had pretty good money, very influential. One was biracial and one was black. They was best friends. So they put him in the school, and it actually did more harm than good by actually putting them in the school. Because they stayed in there for 9 years. The black kid went to all black school, and the biracial kid stayed in the all white school. By the time it was over, the kid was almost traumatized who actually stayed in there. And the black kid who went to the all black school blossomed. So I guess the moral of the story is just because you have a lot of money and you send your kids to an all white school don't mean that those kids are going to thrive, because it's a lot more in that particular picture than just doing that. So again, folks, you're tuned in to 1690 AM, and I'm doing a little rambling, but like I said, I'm fired up, and I'm realizing, man, that first of all, some of my dreams, and I'm also realizing that as much as sometimes I don't want to, I'm much better off dealing and staying in an environment where it's my people, and the ultimate goal is for us to better ourselves. And we have to put ourselves in an environment to be able to succeed like that. So, folks, again, you're tuned in to 1690 AM to 1. We are definitely the voice of the voiceless, and we appreciate you guys listening. But we hope that just by this dialogue, you'll understand that we have to do this thing together. That you'll start supporting the station, 1690 AM. Because we're going to make you one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do the necessary things that's going to force you to look at 1690 to be a force to be reckoned with. Because nobody's going to be doing the type of things that we're going to be doing. We're going to have an environment, man, where we're going to have folks from Kansas City to Minneapolis actually coming here and shooting that video. Actually coming here and shooting a documentary. We have just that much space, and we are bringing on all the right people to be able to do that. And then, because we want to get to a point, we want to be almost like a self-contained unit. We don't want to be able to want anything from anybody else. We want to be able to get to that point. Because we know people who control our money control us. I already know this. Because sometimes the reason I didn't get a grant is because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I know this for a fact because I've been brought into an office saying I shouldn't talk about the police, I shouldn't talk about the mayor. Bump that. I get pulled over, racial profile, so why wouldn't I talk about that? Just for money? Just because I can get a grant? Or you can bump that. Because that's a problem. Too many people are selling out for materialistic things. And they're pimping our community behind it. Look, I say get money, but not at the expense of your people. Oh. Hey man, I know I'm running a little bit over.
No, can you do another interview real quick?
Yeah, I got my girl calling.
Okay, cool.
FM Supreme.
Yo, what's up?
What up? Shot
How are you?
Nah, I'm good. Look, how are you?
Really good, very blessed. Happy to be alive.
Yes. You know, first of all, if people don't know, why don't you represent Chi-Town, man? Tell people a little bit about yourself.
My name is FM Supreme, straight from Chicago. I'm an artist, educator, poet, MC, and activist. I've been working with youth for the past 5 years, and this is a movement.
It's a movement. What you know about being? What you know about being an activist? What?
What's up?
So what's up, an activist? What you know about that?
Yeah, what I know about it.
What you know about that?
What I don't know about it. I've been very involved since I was like 15 with different local groups here in Chicago, and I guess I became super active when the story of Troy Davis was brought to me before it went super public. I had the opportunity to create some poems for Troy Davis. And his sister, rest in peace, who was on a campaign to publicize his story before the Supreme Court decided to sentence him to death in Georgia. I had the opportunity to speak with him, rap with him on the phone, and stay connected with his sister leading up to his death. She actually passed maybe 3 months after he was executed in 2011. So really ever since then I've been super involved. But yeah, so I've been involved with different things, a lot of gun violence here in Chicago, a lot of school closings, the city's closing over 50 schools on the south and west side. So I've been activist, speaking about the injustice that's happening, not just protesting, but actually, organizing, mobilizing, working with the people that is affected by, oppression.
Absolutely. And you have some really great people in your corner that really talk you up, if you will, and you don't need that because you have all the skills, you have all the heart, and you was at the Rumble Young Man Rumble, which is huge, and you really held your own. Talk a little bit about that and how that all came about.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've been working lightweight with the campaign for Black Male Achievement since 2009. And, they've had me, either perform or sit on a panel, represent young people, young women, holding down for the young black men. And I was invited this year to Rumble, Young Man Rumble, to, learn more. I'm a mentor. I work with young men and young women. I have a program called Hit Story that's being piloted in the Juvenile Temporary Detention Center here in Chicago. And when I got the invite, I hit up Sean Dove, who's the campaign manager for the Campaign for Black Male Achievement. I was like, yo, I should read a poem at the convening. He's like, that's an excellent idea. And we just kind of talked about it. And I actually waited last minute. I didn't write my poem until 5 a.m. that morning. Yeah, so I'm happy that everyone enjoyed it. It was received. God is good. I'm very prayerful over all of my work, and I'm just happy that, everyone was able to receive the message that was given to me.
And we definitely received that message. I told you as soon as I was able to make contact with you that I really want to foster this relationship, and as soon as I'm able to actually bring you here, because I think you have a message that resonates anywhere. We have some mentoring organizations here. Also, I'm really trying to make that connection between Chicago and Omaha. My boy Philip, he's my mentor, and you guys are at ground zero. I mean, 50 schools. I mean, so many of our black men are dying in Chicago, almost like it's a war. But you guys are holding your own. How long you been in the poet? How long you been doing that?
How long I've been doing what?
How long you been a poet?
I've been a poet technically, like, as far as writing spoken word, since I was 15. I'll be 25 in October, so it's about 10 years. But I've actually been writing rap since I was 10. So I've been playing with the rhyme and words for about 15 years straight. On and off, but when I got 15, when I got spoken word is when I really started to do slam poetry, started to perform more, competed in the youth local slams here in Chicago, advanced to Brave New Voices. I even have done, like, Women of the World poetry slam, and kind of been around the world, like in Amsterdam and London, doing spoken word and hip-hop. So I've just been very blessed to be in a community here in Chicago that kind of fostered my development. They had many resources and opportunities. Slam poetry was actually started here in Chicago in the 80s, or was rather, acknowledged here through Mark Smith, who's a poet from the Green Mill. And so, I guess, yeah, that's how I got here today, through that whole spoken word.
Do you have a website?
I do. It's actually under construction right now, but I would like to give people my, we're redesigning everything and making it more interactive and more mobile friendly.
Right.
Because we're living in such a digital age that everyone's consuming media, and myself included, from our cell phones. And my website actually wasn't very compatible for that. But my music can be heard at soundcloud.com/Chicago Youth Peace. And, it has 2 songs up there. It has Push and No Turning Back. Push is actually a new anthem for the Chicago International Youth Peace Movement, which is a campaign that I launched last year. And we launched it in Chicago and Leeds, England. And now this is a follow-up song. Our 1-year anniversary is coming up September 25th, and we're filming a music video for it to release it to keep that momentum going. The movement, the Chicago National Youth Peace Movement, is an advocacy group with, peer-to-peer networking, and really just with my peers and I have made a pledge that we're going to make positive art. We're going to stand behind positive art. Even though we didn't necessarily sign up to be role models, we are that, and embracing that and really inspiring the youth to discover the power and tap into the power within, but also to be positive. Like, even though, a lot of the rappers, their excuses, the reason why their music are negative is because they're reporting or writing what they see. Well, it's time to write what we don't see, right? We focus so much on what we see that what we can see can be daunting. What we can see can actually can make us jaded. We have to focus on what we don't see. So I tend to create music about, like, it's about the movement or about social issues, but more so, too, about the world that I would like to see and how I see it, like looking past poverty, looking past, economic violence, looking past media violence, looking past all these injustices.
Wow. Where do you see yourself, say, 5 years from now?
5 years from now?
Yeah.
Well, I see myself in a master's/PhD program. For sure, academically speaking, but also to have a lot of plans to open a youth center here in a recording studio here in Chicago. So part of my plans with the Chicago National Youth Peace Movement, hopefully that vision will be, realized, most of that within the next 5 years. My company, Commonwealth Music Group, I have a production company, and I work with young artists. So hopefully, also in addition to me being in my master's/PhD program, myself and my artists would have, released some music and or products that have, moved well over 250,000 units on an independent level, and just keeping it moving. Like, I'm working on my book, my story, called Never Turning Back, which is where I really kind of document, the struggles that I've been through and things I've overcome since graduating high school at 17, and, leaving Chicago, going to New York, coming back, and, all the experiences, how, spirituality came to play, how I found the Lord, or rather how the Lord found me, and how that altered my path. Even me coming across, crossing paths with the Campaign for Black Male Achievement, me being a young black woman, and being probably the youngest young black woman affiliated with this campaign so closely. Just talking about, my life path, so never turning back. That should be coming in 2015. So I've 5-year plan, 10-year plan, so forth, but overall I know that, we can plan all we want, but the truth is tomorrow isn't promised, so I like to make the best of every day and, make it year to year for sure.
Wow. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Actually, you have matured more than a lot of men and women, realizing that the commitment is to the community and to be able to control your product, if you will, to be able to do the book, to be able to do the music, to be able to do the PhD. That's what we have to get into that mindset, and to be able to give back opportunities for our community to be able to thrive. So you're ahead of the game in so many ways. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
And I know you like to flow. So can you give us, just a interlude or something that Omaha, Nebraska, on my kids, I will be bringing you here. So we're gonna chop it up and find out what it takes to bring you here, and we're gonna start doing some things in Chicago as well. So can we get a little bit of something?
A little bit of something. All right. You definitely just put me on the spot on live radio.
That's live radio. That's the way we do it here. We gotta keep it real.
I will. All right. I'll just kick. Want me freestyle or want me kick something written?
Well, you do whatever you want to do. That's what we do it here, man. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. Just do what you do.
Word. Well, I just did something from Beautiful Grind to my CD that was passed out at the conference.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, where did this all start? It started before we were starving artists. I was living with my mother. We was living like we garbage. Couple floors, had no beds, depressed, I guess you can call it. Mama had it tough. Your sister was an alcoholic. But I kept on writing in the midst of all the violence. Went through a white kid so I could be enlightened. On paid, 20 stacks. When I get it, give it back. Chicago Academy for the Arts High School. That's a stack. That before college. Dear mama, I pay homage. Found her a home on the Grove far from Cottage. Now that my rhymes are polished, options are obnoxious, but seeing my success, presently gifted, like a prophet. They don't know, like I know, I'm about to go. They don't know, like I know, I'm on a roll. They don't know, like I know, I'm about to blow. Pack it up, distribute, sold.
Look, folks, that's FM Supreme Beautiful Grind 2. The demo, and I love it. I love this last line. Executive producer, Jesus. Look. Like I said, you had me. I was impressed when I saw.
No, people have wondered why I put him as executive producer, but it's like, truth be told, when I was working on this project and just in general, he really brought everything together. Like, I was running out of resources and running out of studio time and running out of different things, and the Lord kept showing up. So I'm like, he's the executive producer. I can't take credit for this because it's not on my own strength that this is, coming together. So I definitely got to give thanks to the Lord, for sure.
Amen. And that's why you're going to be such a success, because you know where your strength comes from. Folks, FM Supreme, Beautiful Grind 2, and stay tuned. We will be bringing her here. I think it'll probably be somewhere around December or January. National Mentoring Month. He's actually coming up. I'm going to bring my boy Sean Dove here, and I think it'll be a good fit to bring you as well. And I'm trying to get Susan Taylor to come down also.
Oh, wow.
So we brought her down here about 2 years ago. She's our chair of the National Cares Mentoring Movement. So I'm the chair here of the Omaha Care. So that's what I'm trying to work on. So I think it'd be big to have you here, maybe kick off the ceremonies, and also have the First Lady, Susan Taylor, as well. And then have the big guy, Sean Dove, here with George Soros money.
Right.
Right. So I'm definitely going to keep in touch, Miss FN Supreme. You are definitely a phenomenal woman, and I
Oh,
expect some phenomenal things from you. So let's keep in touch, and hope to hear from you soon.
Oh, thank you very much. I just want to say also, too, another website of mine is ChicagoYouthPeace.org. And so I'm a co-founder of the Peace Exchange, and we're taking 6 youth peace leaders from Chicago South and West Side to Thailand and Burma for 2.5 weeks. We've been studying nonviolence all summer, and we'll continue studying with peace activists there in Southeast Asia. And so we'll be leaving from December 26th through January 8th. 2014. So I hope that, so we leave this year, December 26th, 2013 through January 8th, 2014. So hopefully your event is either before or after then, because I would love to join you all. And thank you so much, Willie, for having me on your show. I appreciate it. And much love to all your listeners, to everybody tuned in. Thank you for your time and support. And I can't wait to come to Omaha.
Well, definitely.
Creighton University, what up?
Well, we're going to see you soon. We're going to holler at you, all right? You take care.
All right, thanks, babe. All right, peace.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Like I said, she's a phenomenal individual. She carries herself with such humility. T.J. Crawford, Philip Jackson, at such a young age, she's traveling across this country because she has a message. More importantly, what I like about this whole mix, she know where her strength comes from. So we here. We on 1690. We do it across the country. We just came from the dirty South. Now we're heading to Chi-Town. Who we got next?
Kenny Howell.
So, folks, Kenny Howell. Oh, man, don't be cracking on jokes when you be coming on here. I got something for you. But anyway, folks, we're live here at 1690 AM The One. That's how we do it. We go across the country. We bring national folks to you, also local folks. Now, we got folks coming to the city. We have Mr. Kenny Howell along with Mr. Tommy Davidson. We'll be at the Funny Bone. And hopefully we'll have a flyer, so we'll talk about more details. This guy's pretty funny. I done saw him on some BET specials. And we want to talk how, man, he came all the way to the ONE. Folks, it's just simple mathematics. When you're in the middle of the country, you got a whole lot of things going for you. But when you got money like you got money in this city, you see all these people coming here. That we got more millionaires per capita than any city in the country. That's New York, that's Chicago, that's Dallas, that's Phoenix, that's any city.
Hey, what's up, bro?
But that's the flip side of that, bro.
Put you on with
Our kids is number 1 in poverty.
you in, then we gonna-
Death by homicide is number 3. Those numbers are through the roof. Trust me, leave. I ain't trying to be nice. All right, folks. Again, we're here on 1690 AM. The One. Who do we have on the line? We have Mr.
Kenny Howell.
Mr. Kenny Howell.
What it is?
What it is. Man, you have me rolling. First of all, welcome so much to the show. You're getting ready to come to the ONE along with your buddy. First of all, tell folks a little bit about yourself and what are some of the things you did in the past.
I'm Kenny Howell from Chicago, Illinois. 6-time Def Jam, 12-time Comic View. Left Toulouse with Jamie Foxx, the Parkers. The newest one was with Mike F. Daffy Toulouse, and we got a new one coming out this fall. Me and Mike, and I'll probably be bootlegging a copy of that.
Oh, you on that money tip deal. I ain't mad at you. Oh, you represent.
Hey, well, I'm from the South, boy. You know we hustle.
Yeah, you get that money. Matter of fact, I was just on the air with Miss FM Supreme. We met her down in Louisville at the Black Male Achievement. But enough about that. Man, we got all this great talent coming here to Cornbread Country. Not Cornbread Country, that's Corn Country. And we
Corn
got
Country.
Corn Country. And we got
Corn Country. Yeah, Popcorn Country.
Popcorn Country. And we got acts like yourself and Tommy Davidson, man. Is this a trend, if you will, to get more of these class acts into the city?
Yeah, y'all need that, man. You know, we we hear there's a lot of things going on in Omaha. You know, y'all got a lot of people come from there that's doing big things out there. And, you know, my man Malcolm from there.
Right.
I was just up there, man, last year, me and Mike got.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. We was here with my Gaps. Well, look,
Yeah.
Kenny, like I said, man, I think you're hilarious. And I think it's going to be a fun-filled weekend to actually have you in the city, along with your boy, Tommy Davidson. First of all, where y'all going to be at and what time y'all going to be at?
We're going to be at the Funny Bone, man. And the doors open at 6:30. That's not 6 o'clock. That's because it's going to be white people there, too. You know, they come after dinner. But black people ain't going to show up till ain't no daylight left. I don't care what time it is. If it's still some sun, my brother is sucking it up.
Well, Mr. Kenny Howell going to be in the city July 31st at the Funny Bone out here on Village Point Center, Suite 201, Omaha, Nebraska, 68118. This going to be one show only?
Well, right now, it's almost sold out. So they talking about adding one because it's supposed to start at 7:30 sharp. So if it's sell out, it's got to start at 7:30. Then add another because the ticket price is real cheap. You know, it's like 20, 25, 20 up front, 25 at the door, or something like that. I know it's a 20. It ain't no higher than $25. So everybody got $25. Even the crackhead, he just ain't gonna have his long.
And make sure you couldn't come at a better time because this is the Omaha Day. We're going to have anywhere between 20 and 25,000 folks actually coming to the city. We're supposed to have, who's from, what's her name?
What y'all got it? What y'all bringing a boat of slaves in?
No, what happens is...
Y'all got a new crop of, black people?
No, what happens is every 2 years, folks who have lived or was born in Omaha, Nebraska, they come back, and we have some notable folks. Miss what's the lady on the Kathy Hughes? She'll be in the house.
Okay.
Gabrielle Union will be in the house. John Beasley will be in the house. Johnny Rogers. We're gonna have a lot of folks here. So you couldn't come at a better time. Because we're going to have so many people that's coming to the city, and everybody like to laugh, and we got two of the best funny men in the country right here.
Plus, we doing the only comedy show from what I'm hearing. I think it's other events going on other than comedy. So if you love comedy and everybody coming in, this is where you got to be.
It's, again, folks, Funny Bone doing some big things to actually bring in funny man Kenny Howell. I mean, I'll be watching you on HBO. You be having me rolling, man, and actually have you in the city.
People love me from my signature joke where I do them drunk uncles dancing at the picnic with the other uncle calling the dance out. Climb the pole, wind it up, kill the roach, reach for the sky, fly a helicopter.
Look, folks, like I said, if you want to laugh, if you want to be around in a good atmosphere, you got to come out. Because these are two of the funniest guys that you want to be around. They're humble, and Tommy, man, he's committed to the cause. So
yeah, Tommy's been out here a long time. I've been doing 23 years. Tommy's been at least 25. So you got close to 50 years worth of comedy going to be there.
Oh, my God. Again, Kenny, we want to thank you so much for coming to the city. We're going to promote this thing till the cows come home. I'm definitely going to be in the house. And whatever I can do to get out here.
I can't wait to see you, man. And I know my voice is a little raspy. That's because I just had my vegetables. I had some greens. I didn't boil them. I put them right on the fire. So we know in the middle of them cornfields, y'all got a lot of greens.
Well, like as soon as you get to town, man, we got to get you some greens, man.
Yeah, man. I need my vegetables. Yes. I'm a growing boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Folks, hey, look. I'm telling you, my tears coming down my eye, man, because this is true comedy, folks. And when we have that type of class act to come into the city, you know, it's all about spending our dollars where it's going to do the most good. So we need to make sure we come out and we support Kenny Man Howell and Mr. Tommy Davidson, man. We want to thank you so much for calling into the show.
For $50, man. Yeah, for $50 you get 2 tickets and 2 drinks.
Man, you can't beat that. So,
nah, man.
Hey, man, leave us with the last word, man. Why should people come out?
You can't beat that by battered wife. An abused wife couldn't beat that.
Well, folks, like I said, man, 50 years of the business. We talking about Funny Man Kenny Howell. Seating starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m., folks. Right. And the show begins at 7:30 sharp. So if we go ahead and get these tickets sold, then we have a second show. We need a second show, folks. We got too many people coming into town for just one show. We need 2 shows. So come out.
If y'all start buying the tickets early, they'll throw that second show up tomorrow morning. And because the place only holds a couple of hundred people or something like that.
Yeah, we gonna get this done.
So it's almost sold out right now. So y'all need to get on there. And all you late brothers, y'all get on it, and y'all will get a chance to get the rest of that sunlight and come out about 10:30.
All right. Great, Kenny. Thank you so much for calling to the show.
Oh, man.
And I look forward. Will. No problem. I look forward to seeing you when you get here, all right?
Okay, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'll be there bright and early. I'm walking right now.
All right, then, my guy. All right, then. You have a good one.
All right, bro.
All right. That's Funny Man Kenny Howell. This dude is hot. If you want to laugh, this man will make you laugh. So come out and show love for Mr. Kenny Howell and Mr. Tommy Davidson. And, yeah, we doing it big on 1690 AM. That one? Yeah, we're the voice for the voiceless. You know how we do it. We keep it real here. All right? My manager said, hey, look, folks, we're going to be the one-stop shop. Everybody talking about that? That's what get ready to happen. Metro Media Production. We're in the house, folks. We're going to be able to take care of all your needs. All your needs when it comes to media, when it comes to video, when it comes to editing. You know what I'm saying? We want to shoot a video. We want to shoot a whole movie. Just come over here at Metro Media Production. We'll get it done. We'll get it done, son. So again, folks, man, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm understanding, man, that our true power is with each other. And I understand that the only way we're going to get this thing done, we're going to have some bumps, we're going to have some bruises, as my boy Will say. But we got to do this. There's no other choice. And we have to do it with any means necessary. You feel me? So we want to thank you guys for tuning in. We had 3 phenomenal guests. Went all the way from the Dirty South, took it all the way to Chi-Town, got ready to leave, decided to stay. It was so good. So we cool. So as always, we want to say thank you for tuning in. Same time, same station. And as always, man, we out of here. Peace.
Drop it, I will knock it. Better yet, I'ma reach into my pocket, girl. Watch it, girl, she slugging. Come on over here, cause I see what you doing. Tipping up the plenty booze, how you be attracting plenty dudes with the Jimmy shoes you in. What you doing? Take some talent. So I gotta say that I'm enjoying what I witness. My money flow is endless. Looking at the work that